Now then, welcome back to another episode of Nemson on the Madlands. Yep, here we are again on the Madlands, doing what we do, building the epic builds, making the things happen. So, what have we got time for today? What are we going to do today? Well, I've been working a little bit on Little Venice, but that's not the only thing that I want to talk to you about, and that's not the only thing that I'm going to be building today. I'm going to try and get a few bits and pieces done around the arena. I want to get bits and pieces done. I've started doing Little Venice. It's looking pretty good so far. I'm quite liking it. I've got lots of little touches to do in here yet, though. I'm just clearing out after building it. I get that feeling as you're coming through it. Just that little touch of, wow, what am I coming up to? What am I going to see next? I'm coming to this great place, this awesome arena by the boats. So we're going to have a shallow bit of water in here, and I've tried a bit of quartz, and I think I might try a bit of lapis, and I've got a few ideas for trying to do a pattern, but I haven't really got a pattern in mind. Yeah. I'm not really that good at making up new patterns on the spot. So what I want to do is I want to dig this thing out one block underneath and put a quartz and lapis sort of flooring down. It can have some bricks in as well, that's fine. But I want my subscribers to see if they can come up with some design that I want to use. A repeating pattern. So this is the sort of area that we're going through. So let's say the repeating pattern has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks. So no more than 12 blocks wide. No more than 12 blocks wide. 11 would be the best. 11 blocks wide. So let's say an 11 by 11 pattern that I can duplicate 1, 2, 3, 4 times as you're going through there. And then I'll do the trims around the edges here. This little trim around the edge here, I come up with the idea that all the rainwater from the arena would come rushing down into this bit down the bottom here. So it'd be a constant flow of water. Hey. And I don't think these should all be out, should they? Let's get some of these filled in. Right. So, there's a few things that I've been doing. Look, check this out. I'll come over here and do all this first. The arena build is taking shape. You may have seen in another couple of videos some spoilers, because I've been working on it all week and people have been recording on it all week. And there's lots of these arches going on around the place. I'll show you this tie-in a minute. Now the main thing is the front section, and I think this has been in another video, but it wasn't done like this in my last video, so I better show you. Other guys on the server, who I hope you're watching as well, have done a bit of a spoiler on it. You can't really miss it though, because they come to the arena. And Gecko's fancy entrance was a bit plain around the edges, because we just used smooth stone to start things off to give us an idea. And I've repositioned one of the towers to even it out, to make it look symmetrical, and then filled in with hardened clay and redstone blocks and lamps. Pretty much used up all of my glowstone and all of my redstone on this project so far. So I'm going to have to go some hunting for more of that. But I figured I'll just fill it in with dirt for now and then come and replace it as I find it. This section here, as you can see, the idea was that each arch had a little bit of a feature to it. And this feature here is coming into the stables. It's going to be a breeding pen, and this is going to be the main entrance to let the stables horses in. We're going to have desk clerks and villagers behind the desks, and players will be able to store their horses in the stables and then head on out to the arena when we're having a race. And I'm going to build a racetrack all the way around the outside for the horses. But that's another time. I'm not doing that this episode. And Hering has been busy doing this, and he's also working on how to finish it off in the roof wise, and then we'll just fill everything else in. There's no need for the bigger bigger space up here. We might put some little rooms in above that you can access from up here. Maybe. Don't know. It depends on how Hering gets done on there. But whatever he does, I'm going to work around it after he's finished building in all the stables and making that look cool. So the stables quarter is underway. Little Venice. Look at that. Doesn't that look sweet as you're flowing through there? Looks awesome, doesn't it? These blocks up here, though, they're all cobble at the minute. I wanted to lay it out in cobble, but then I've been putting a few feature stones in and a few bits of normal stone, some cracked brick stones to blend it in to give it some little bit of a texture feature change. That one's all standard. That one's all standard cobble at the minute. I was just messing about. I'll mess about some more off camera and just put a few blocks in here and there and do this sort of thing all the way around the outside. I like that you can see that through there. I think that's awesome. That's what I wanted. The pillars in the water so that you can get your boat and you can just ride on out, floating through these pillars. Now, once you guys have given me a design, or I've come up with one myself, then that design may flow round here. And as you can see, I should be in a boat really. But as you can see, it's going to flow around this corner. And this whole area here is going to look pretty cool with this sort of same effect as it goes round to the other side over here. Whoa, look at that clear water. Lovely. And there's another entrance bit over here. I've done this whole wall out, or as well as to get an idea of shape. But like I say, I put the dirt blocks in because I ran out of glowstone and redstone. Oh, I didn't realise that was there. I've been searching high and low for clay, robbing the place, and there was some right under my nose all the time. Unbelievable. That'll soon get cooked up. That'll help me finish the job. Please. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme that before I drowned. Will ya? Okay, let's try that. There we go. Minecraft, eh? Gotta love it. I see taking shape over there, Doodart's moving in. That's pretty cool. And, oh, Doodart's idea that he showed us in his first episode when we had a quick tour. Me and Andy gave him a tour. I was trying to put it into practice. Trying a little bit to put it into practice, but it's not really been working out for me. I'm not so keen on it yet. I'll put wool behind it to try that out. That didn't look right, really. But it is an idea. I mean, this little layer just under here as well might need a little bit of touch of detail. Some sideways steps and things just to give it a bit of added feature and things. It's a bit plain and boring at the minute, but at the minute it is just a line that I've been working off to bring the arches down from the line so all the arches start at the same place. I think it's looking pretty cool. These features will be filled in for whatever's going to be in this quarter. I presume this quarter is going to end up being the armory, which is pretty cool. I think Toast is coming up with ideas for that, and I don't think he's going to need all that space. So we might do armory and shops and things, but that's cool. I like it. Right, so another important thing that I think I need to talk to everybody about is, well, my good friend Ego has decided to call it quits. It was truly unbelievable to me. I have spent no end of time talking to him about it. And indeed, even though I didn't put this here, this grave for Ego, he will be forever missed. I would like a moment's silence. What can I say on that subject? That is something crazy that's happened. For some reason, I mean, he's explained the reasons to me, but I still don't get it. He's decided to give up on the Madlands and give up on YouTube as well. Now, I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed watching Ego's videos. I don't know about you guys. I enjoyed watching them immensely. The fact that I was in a lot of them as well, I guess that made some difference, but not really enough to make it that it was all me. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him a lot. And Doodart's come, and he wanted to get on the server just as Ego was leaving, and it feels like I've just replaced Ego with Doodart, and that is definitely not the case. It's almost like within a blink of an eye, Ego leaves and Doodart joins, and Doodart's another good friend of mine. I enjoy playing Minecraft and other games with Doodart. I enjoy making videos with Doodart. Doodart is a good friend of mine, and he is going to make a good replacement for Ego on the Madlands, because I'll have somebody else like Ego that I can get along with and I can make videos with, and we can have a lot of fun on the Madlands together. But he ain't no Ego. There's just an empty space. Like, I'm here all on my own. All on my own at the minute. And that's how it's felt for a few days. It's felt sad that Ego is leaving the Madlands. And he's left. He's gone. And he's given up on potentially a very good, active, productive, and big YouTube career. But he will be missed. And I'm not going to get morbid anymore about the bald-headed git. He's left me. I feel sad about it. I'm going to miss him. That's going to stay there. Anyone desecrates that grave on the Madlands, you're all listening to me, anyone desecrates that grave, I will find out, I will hunt you down, and I will kill you and probably destroy you on the server. Ego's memory will forever live on the Madlands, and he will always have a place here. Understood? Good. Right, okay, so back on to more pleasant things, and niceties, and beautiful building stuff to take my mind off it all. The connection between the railway and the arena has been one of those things that I had to figure out, and I think I've done a fairly good job. There was a pillar that was going to come straight down here and smack bang right outside the arena door, straight through to that. So I had to do something about that first. Now I'm gonna tidy that up a bit. I think I need to tidy that up a bit to make it work properly. But you know, it's not quite right yet, but it's got elements there that I like, and I might continue doing it. Might build it a little bit more here and there and tweak it a little bit, but it's a fairly nice entrance, and it leads fairly well from the railway station, and the arena leads fairly well into the railway station. So apart from a few little tweaks here and there, which is just going to be a bit of arsing around with a few blocks, that's done. And then as you enter the arena from this way, we've got this nice little nook. Now, if you ignore the bits that I haven't finished yet, because I haven't decided, you've got this nice little step up, and it comes over the top, and then you get that, oh, I've just entered an arena. You know that feeling when you're walking into a stadium? Dum, 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 dum. Whoa, the roar of the crowd. Everybody stomping their feet and a match going on down there. It's an awesome feeling. And also, when you're coming in from the stands, you can hardly tell it's there, but you know it's there, because I've got the colours lined up as best as possible to make sure that it blends in, and you don't see the entrance until you're up on the edge of the entrance. I mean, there's not many places that you can see the entrance from. I mean, from most of the seating, you can hardly see that there is a stairwell there. And from when you're inside the arena, you're not going to see the stairwell at all. Even right next to the stairwell, you can hardly tell the stairwell's there, other than the slight block shape there. And when you come down, you've got that lovely little bit just coming down into what would be an entrance foyer, just like the side entrance, just because that's the train station, and this is probably where most people will be making their entrance to come and have a look at what's going on. So I'm liking that. Put a little bit of lighting in here as well, just to make it bright and stand out. And little Venice, looking pretty cool as well. So that's what I've been doing. Now I'm going to take a brief mid-roll break, and I will be back in just a moment with something to do, something to build, to take my mind off the fact that Ego has left the server. Okay, so crime has joined and left the game. Yes, that's not what I was about to say though. Completely lost my train of thought there at the start of the comeback from that mid-roll. So now I've checked these pillars, and I've checked those pillars, and I've done the wall on this side, and I've done the wall around that side, and I've started the wall around that side, and I've got the wall in and all the pillars done that side. So I want to continue round the corner over to here. Now this is part of M-Dog's mob farm, and I'm probably giving away spoilers for his episode if I show you any more of that, so I'm going to stay away from that as much as I can and leave that for him. This is how that I've been doing the walls. So because I've already done 3 to test it out, I think I can probably do it while recording. So let's start with this. So this is the center area, and I've checked that that glass block and that glass block are both the same distance as all the other glass blocks, and they're basically lined up with the center circle, 2 points there. They're lined up there perfectly. Okay, so that's where I've got started, and then I count 1, 2, 3 slab, 1, 2, 3 slab, and this should be like that, which is the same on all the sides. Look, there we go, just that. And then the next one is 2 in the center, because it's slightly wider either side of the center. So we check that, that's straight. So go 1, 2, 3 slab, 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 and then that should be 1, 2, 3 away as well. Perfect. And do the other side as well, and you get the idea. We are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 away, and this should be 1, 2, 3. Yep. And then this side goes in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, which is the same as that one there. And then it goes out, out 1, in 1 from the arena. So this post here, I've been moving these because it's in the wrong place. So let's just work our way up and bring that back down again, because it's in the wrong place. Needs to be lined up, and then the wall goes on the inside of the pillar. Now, the guys that built the pillars for me, it's definitely not their fault that this happened. This is how Ghost had set it all up for us, and the guys just followed the layout. And I've changed the layout ever so slightly by making this go an outie rather than an innie. That sounds a bit odd, doesn't it? But basically, I've been going around all the pillars, changing their places like this. So this pillar should go down all the way down. Yes, it does. That's good. So what we really want to see, let's take these out as well, is when it comes through here, there's 3 blocks, and then that's the center of the pillar. And you walk out through the center of the pillar. Let's grab some stone bricks on the bar. You walk out through the stone pillar like that. So this would be the other side of the stone pillar, and that would be up like so. So you walk out of it, and then you cut across onto there. However, that's then the other blocks that I've been putting on to do the circle around the place, like so. So we need to dig down through this lot to move the whole pillar across one. Boring, maybe. Awkward, definitely. Messes up some of the design so far. Yes, it does. But it's needed. I want it to be right. I want it to be perfect. So there and there, I think. That's the center block. Yep. So we're going through there, one center through there, yes. Now we put the cracked stone back on the bar, and we work down like that. And then that becomes the pillar. Let's take it down a little bit more. Oh, hi Crime. Hey, it's Wings. Wings has joined me on the server. The other thing I've been doing here is mixing these blocks up a little bit. But right now, I'm not doing that. I should do it while I'm building it, but guess I'm a bit awkward, I guess. Just a plain awkward. So we might put a couple of blocks in like that, one like that, and then a couple coming down that are normal cracked, and they come down into this section here then. So then we move this all out the way, and we shift all these leaves that Andy carefully placed for us, get them out of the way, and I hear a zombie coming up behind me. Where are you, zombie? Oh, there you are. Have some of that. And some of that. And now stay away from me, because you burn me when you're on fire, and I don't want to be burned. Thank you very much. Get some of that on. I hear another one. I don't like it, I tell you. Let's get that up. Yep, and that. We can put these back again afterwards. Andy's been coming up with the idea of how to do these, and we won't lose that. We will do something with it. Give me those. Thank you. And what have I got? An apple. I'll get rid of the apple because I need those pumpkins. Thank you. Right, so put those back on the bar. Ah, boop. Let's get rid of some dirt. I'll be alright. So bring this down, all the way down, and see where it ends up. Like that, and put that in the middle so nothing spawns. Ba-ding, there we go. And then I'll put in those feature blocks again afterwards. But that's the way it goes, and then this one should move in, which it looks like it does. So let's get rid of that. Actually, zombie flesh. I don't want the zombie flesh. Let's get the dirt back. There we go. So now work our way back up again. And we'll see where we end up. See if it's lined up right here. Right, so now we got this on here. We should go out one, so that's still 1, 2, 3, and then a block, 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 like that, and then 1, 2, 3 into the next one, which makes it perfect again. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Flawless. Totally flawless, I tell you. Okay, maybe there's something. And then we put these on as well, and they're the other outside edge. And I'll just pop a torch down here for now. Oh, actually, that's probably okay. Just pop a torch there. So then that becomes the little outside bit there. Okay? Quite simple. Loving it. Now, build the tower up. Like so. And that'll be the next stage. So we'll build the tower back up again. Now, I've got an interesting idea for these towers. I'm not 100% sure on how it's going to work out yet, but I'm thinking of curving them over into the center. And to be honest, that sounds like too difficult a job than I think I know how to do. So it'd be an interesting challenge to try and do it. But because that center circle moves away from, like, this pillar is so far away from this one that it's just not gonna be the same size arch as the close ones here, arching over into the center. So that's probably not what I'm going to do. So the other idea was to put big billboards sponsored by on the tops around it, like that one over there. I'd put a big billboard on saying MADLANDS Rail or something like that, and then we'd have a Gecko Tech, and we were going to have an Ego Land, but no, not going to talk about it. So we continue with the build. So let's see. If we drop down there, we're going to die? Probably. Probably to that zombie just there. Oh, look at you. Die, will you? And spider. We should probably sleep. That'd probably be the best thing, is to go and have a quick sleep. A quick kip. Paco. And down. Let's see. No, Ghost has got. Not Ghost. Wings has gone. So let's go for a sleep. He's doing quite a bit of logging in and logging out. He's playing on his new laptop for the first time. That's what it is. So hopefully we'll be seeing some videos from Wings soon. Right, round here. Oh, I'm gonna have to go past M-Dog's spawner thing. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Go watch his channel to find out what's going on there. I don't want to show you anything. I don't want to show you anything. You go and watch M-Dog's channel. Let's see what he comes up with on that. Right, so now the next stage that we're coming up with is to put in the bits and pieces that we need around here. So I'm going to start by just working straight up here. And this center one can be all we start off with. So this is the actual walkway. So that should come down, or that should come out another 2 blocks. Like so. To give us that rim. Now this is the unfeatured rim, so I'm gonna give that a feature. That little layer there is gonna have some sort of feature to it, and potentially this that I'm doing right now as well will have a feature. But for now, that's all I got. I'm just laying it out as a marker for now, and we've got a double layer of this, and we do it from this side, like so. You get so used to it after doing it so many times. It's a simple pattern. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep things simple. Keep things very, very easy to duplicate, so that there's no messing around trying to do stuff. And one of those will come out as well. But now we've got the special part of the design, which is from the center bit here. We come down 3, and then from here we come down 3. So you get a little bit of those clay blocks showing block and a half everywhere you go, which I thought was pretty cool. And then we've come in across this line here, but then we're going down from these ones here to make the arch. Ba-dang-da-dang. So then this comes down another 2 blocks, like so. And then we basically build up to it from there, getting through a lot of slabs. Now this side is slightly higher than other sides, so this arch is not quite as big as the other sides, but it is even from the top, which is why I was working from the top down. And then I'm going to have a light and a redstone, a light and a redstone there, and who knows what this bit will be and how we will filter it through. Who knows? We don't yet. That's just it. But that's about right. That's about how it works. That's how we're doing the design, and then I'll just do that on many, many, many of them all the way around. Listen to them chickens. Lovely. So, what do you think, guys? What do you think? Do you think it's looking good? Do you think it's got potential? I mean, this top edge, everything from the top of the arch up has still to be finalised. These bottom areas, they each can have an individual, unique look inside. And really, that's all we got time for this episode. But I will be continuing to build and build and build. As you can see, I've got a lot to do, but it's fairly quick to do. It doesn't take me long to do each one. And then the walls around the sides, I've got to figure those out, and I've started coming up with a bit of a plan. I came up with a bit of a plan over in that far corner, carried it on over here for the little Venice, and we're working on it slowly but surely. So that's it from the Madlands this episode. I would like to ask you to do 2 things for me. Let me run over here away from the zombies while I'm at it. I would like to ask you to do two things for me. One, I would like a design 11 by 11 using quartz and lapis as the two main components. You can throw a few other components in there if you want, but those are the two main components that I want to use. And that is going to be then my design for the flooring from here out and from down there out, and then I'll probably incorporate it somehow in this central big area here, and then do all the cobblestone arches and all that sort of stuff around it as well. So that's number one, and you can send me those images either through my Twitter, which if you don't know is down in the description below. Tweet me an image, that's good, I can get it then, or you can give me a private message in YouTube and tell me where the image is, and I'll go and have a look. If you feel like making a video response, if there's young video makers among you who watch the YouTubers and want to be a YouTuber, well, give me a video response and I will have a look at it and make sure that it goes onto my channel for everyone else to have a look at the idea. Don't know how many of those responses I'm going to get, but I never know. I never know. It'll be nice to watch somebody else's video if they're giving me some cool ideas for this place. And the other thing I'd like to ask you, on behalf of Ego, can you please go to the channel Wimping Ego and go and put a message on his last Madlands episode saying Ego is great and he will be forever missed. Tell him Nemson sent you. Nemson wants him back. Tell him Nemson wants him back on the Madlands, and he's always got a place in the Amigos, even if we do have a Doodart now. Doodart could be the fourth Amigo. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Me, Andy, Ego, and Doodart all running around on the Madlands together. That would be something you'd want to watch, wouldn't it? That would be something awesome. But anything, just go and say hi to Ego. Go and give him a bit of a nudge and tell him that he's going to be really missed on the Madlands. Until next time, folks, this is Nemson on the Madlands.